What is the future for writing, professional writers specifically, in the age of AI? There are two opportunities. I'm Joshua Lisec. This is Daily Persuasion. I am the New York Times bestselling author and co-author, a ghostwriter of 101 nonfiction books now, finished number 101 today. I'm also a certified hypnotist. Through this unique lens of experiences, I show you how to better influence the VIPs of your life and your career. Let's talk about AI. I recently had an interview in which I talked about the next decade or half decade of professional writers. And yes, we do in fact have a future. But what does that future look like? Well, that future looks like as follows. What I did for myself when GPT first came out and there were tests for journalists and academics, I realized that a lot of, let's say, informational, educational content where this is what happened, here's a tutorial, see this sort of thing, that all of that was going to displace the vast majority of freelance writers, even independent journalists. Because if AI can write about something that's publicly known and publicly available, what do they need a specialist or, let's say, a literary craftsman or woman for? What's the point, right? But I also realized that when people think I need to write a book, I should talk to Joshua, that now works. I set to create that in the popular consciousness, and it works enough with enough people to provide me a living. So we have here with good old Joshua Lisec, the ghostwriter, when people see me going about online and over on just the X platform, I get between 3 and 6 million impressions per month. It's not the biggest audience in the world, but I'm being seen by enough people to make a living doing this. And here at Lisec Ghostwriting, which of course is me, people are coming to me because they read one of my books and they say, I loved your book on this topic. I want you to write a book on my topic just like that. There's none of this, let me interview 10 other ghostwriters. There's none of this, I tried to write it with AI first and it was terrible. That's just not happening. They're just skipping all the steps and going right to Joshua Lisec. That's the future of writing is as personal brands. I love your personal brand and I want to rent your personal brand, deploy some of your energy for mine. That's the other stream. Now, the more interesting one, in my opinion, or at least more salacious and delicious, is going to be what? It's going to be, as an open AI large language model, I am unable to provide output on ... What comes after the ... What controversy? What potentially offensive content comes next? A human ghostwriter who can write about such a topic with care is always going to have a job. Always. That's Daily Persuasion.